So now we're moving into the next objective, which is the social research process. There's four major kinds of question. Factual question, what happened? Comparative question, does this happen everywhere? Developmental question, has this happened over time? And theoretical question, what underlies this phenomenon? So this goes back to the scientific method, and it's the research wheel. So first we question and we notice something. So what do we notice in society that's interesting to us? And again, so sociology is so exciting to me because we can write about anything you want to can be viewed from a sociological lens. So once you've questioned or noticed something, then you do a deep literature review to figure out what has been written on this topic before and what is the gap that I want to fill. What has been written and what is missing from the written literature. And then you plan the design of your project. Are you going to answer this quantitatively with statistics, or are you going to answer this qualitatively with interviews, focus groups, and there's lots of different qualitative methods. And then you go through the data collection process. If you've decided to answer this question quantitatively, you may use a survey and answer it that way. Or if you've decided to answer it qualitatively, you may use interviews. And nowadays, a big push is made on mixed methods approaches, where you use both quantitative and qualitative results. And then you do the data analysis, again, either quantitatively or qualitatively. And then you evaluate what does my analysis say? Did my hypothesis come through or not? And I want to emphasize that even if you have a question and you make a research question that says, I anticipate that X is going to happen, and you do all your good valid research and you do your data analysis and you find out that X doesn't happen, that's still a relevant scientific study. And sometimes you can even get those studies published because saying something doesn't happen is just as important as saying something does happen. And that's the reporting of the process. So the important definitions here are social theory. And I'm not going to be presenting on theory today, but I have included some slides for you to walk through. But social theory is a testable model of how the social world works. Now, the hypothesis is a specific prediction based on theory. So you say, based on the theory of reification, I'm going to make a hypothesis that this is going to happen. And then you do your observation, which again is going to be systematic and scientific, and social patterns, which are social events that appear to occur over and over again. So there's two main types of research, and this can be either quantitative or qualitative. And the first is deductive research. Deductive is where you start with a theory and a hypothesis, then you observe, and then you confirm. Inductive research is what I do, which is where you do observation first, and then you find the patterns, and you make tentative hypotheses, and then you create theories. Both of these research methods are totally valid in sociology. I would say inductive is slightly more slightly more common than deductive, but they're both relevant. And again, I've provided some slides here at the end for you to review. And I'll give you my email address, and if you have any questions about these yellow slides, you can feel free to reach out.